Exterior, Los Angeles streets, day. A stylized long lens shot stacks the cars into a dreamlike mirage. The van weaves slowly among them with predatory stealth.
Okay, all I'm asking for is 90 seconds of your life, Johnny. That's all.
Interior, van. Extreme close-up on the Velcro straps of second chance armor. Tanned fingers cinch it tight. A shell slides into the cylinder of the console. A shotgun is cocked. Ka-chack.
It's basic dog psychology, brah. If you scare them, get them pissing down their leg, they submit. You control them. If you project weakness, you draw aggression. That's how people get hurt.
Wider, revealing that Bodhi is in the back with Utah and Roach. Nathaniel and Gromit sit up front. The duffel's contents are strewn around. Masks, weapons. They're all pulling on suit pants and jackets. Tying ties, slipping on white gloves. Snappy Oxfords. Bodhi is pulling a suit jacket on over his body armor. Utah is fumbling with his armored vest. He works with vicious, jerky moves, his jaw locked, eyes down.
Fear causes hesitation. Hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true. You project strength to avoid conflict. Base through superior firepower, babe!
Bodhi conspicuously empties all the shells from a pump 12 gauge, pockets the shells, tosses the weapon to Utah.
Here, you need this. You can't be coming through that door with your dick in your hands, right? I can't do this. Sure you can. You may even like it. It's a killer rush. You'll see. Hey, don't I show you things, Johnny, you? Bodhi, this is your wake-up call, man. I am an FBI agent! Wild, ain't it? See, we exist on a high plane, you and I. We make our own rules. Why be a servant of the law, Johnny, you, when you can be its master? Oh, fucking A! 90 seconds, man, door to door. Small price to pay for someone who loves you. She does, you know. It's not a style to fall so hard. I don't think she did with me.
He pulls the Ronald Reagan mask over his head smoothly. Roach pulls his on. Nixon. Nathaniel becomes Clinton. Gromit transforms into JFK. Bodhi looks in the bag. No more masks.
Sorry, Johnny. Guess you don't get to be president.
Johnny's POV. The back doors of the van. And the promise of what is beyond. Bodhi enters frame. Looks straight at us.
Rock and roll!
Boom. The doors bang open, revealing exterior, street, bank, day. Still in POV, handheld, we hurl ourselves from the dark van into blasting daylight. Bodhi is ahead of us in the sprint for the bank doors. Dizzying forward momentum as we hammer through the doors into interior, bank. The handheld POV continues as we follow Bodhi, a wolf plunging among the sheep. A fat guard inside the doors. He turns to us just as Bodhi butt-strokes him hard in the gut. Someone screams.
Everybody freeze! Don't move!
Ahead of us, Gromit covers the second guard with his 12 gauge.
Don't fucking do it, man!
The guy has his hand on the grip of his pistol, but it seems like the thing suddenly weighs 8 tons, and he can't seem to lift it from the holster. Roach slips up next to him and helps him with it. The guy is visibly trembling. A young jock makes a move to run. Our shotgun comes up like a reflex, right in his face. Roach throws the guy to the floor by his hair. Ahead of us, Bodhi is in action, moving to the counter, shouting.
All tellers, back away from the counter. Hands on your heads. Right now! That's right! You know the drill!
It's like a replay of the robbery Utah saw on video, but he's right in the middle of it, like in some kind of nightmare. We're still in POV, the image whipping wildly from side to side as Utah scans the room. We whirl dervish among the statuary of the customers and bank employees. Our gaze drifts across the floor manager, a short guy in a brown suit standing with his hands clasped behind his back.
All customers on the floor! Let's go! Move it! Get down on the floor! Right now! Let's go!
Roach and Gromit are pushing them down. Utah stands stiffly with the shotgun. He seems dazed. He catches the eye of a customer. In a tenth of a second, we see Johnny see the customer see his uncertainty. Fear has them both hyper-aware. Johnny gestures fiercely with the shotgun.
On the floor, asshole. What's your problem? broken kneecaps out. You'll be on the floor.
The guy hits the deck like a sack of cement. Bodhi floats beside Johnny, scanning with the castle. He speaks without turning his head.
Kicking the ass, ain't it, Johnny? Gonna be kinda explained, though, when they play the tapes back down at the bureau. Could look bad on your monthly evaluation.
Johnny looks up at the surveillance camera. He is quite fucked.
Can we just get the goddamn money and get out of here? That's the spirit! Heads down, eyes down. Just a couple minutes of your life and we're gone.
Bodhi leaps to the counter, commanding the room. But at this point, they diverge from their time-proven plan. Roach isn't going for the drawers. He's sprinting for the vault.
You! Miss Jennings, of New Accounts. Be a dear and open the inner gate for my associate. Now!
He has the keys. Mr. Duggan.
What do you say, Mr. Duggan? Want to give the keys, or do I pick through the blood and chunks for them?
Duggan, the bank manager, is surprisingly calm as he takes the keys from his pocket. He holds them out to the terrified woman.
Do whatever they say, Terry.
Miss Jennings hurries to comply. She unlocks the steel cage inside the big vault door. Roach and Gromit take her inside with them. A customer lying on the floor near the fat guard catches his eye. The guard, face jammed against the linoleum, blanches as he sees the customer lift a corner of his shirt to reveal the butt of a pistol. The customer mouths the words, "I'm a cop." The guard is hyperventilating. At the front door as a woman comes in out of the bright sunlight. JFK pulls her in fast and throws her to the floor, then goes back to watching the street. Johnny is next to Bodhi.
You're blowing it, man! You're breaking your own rules! Pulling too much time! Clinton, how we doing? I'm clear, man!
Inside the vault, Gromit and Roach are pillaging rapidly. Their hands blur as nice fat stacks of 20s and 100s are dumped into canvas sacks. On the main floor, the off-duty cop slips his hand slowly around the butt of his pistol, concealing the move with his body. He signals with his eyes to the fat guard, glancing at the guard's ankle. Tight on the guard's ankle, where we can see a sliver of backup gun, a tiny .25 auto in an ankle holster. The guard's eyes are pleading with the hard-on cop. Don't make me do this. The guy is sweating, shaking. A yellow liquid spreads across the tiles next to his quivering hips. He's actually pissing himself, he's so scared. Tight on the off-duty cop, watching like a ferret. He cocks his .38. Extreme close-up, guard's eyes wide with terror. It happens like lightning. The cop pops to his knees, straight-arming the .38. The guard goes for his ankle holster. Reagan spins. The cop fires. Blam! Reagan is catapulted backward off the counter by the impact. He crashes onto a desk on his back, slides off, scattering papers. A teller screams. The cop spins towards Utah. Johnny throws down the shotgun, shows his palms. He's holding out his gold star.
Federal Ranger Utah, undercover!
The cop fires twice, 2 in the chest. Utah is hurled back, slams into the teller's counter. Nathaniel lets go with the 12-gauge. Boom! The cop spins, hit by some of the pellets. The guard caps off like a maniac. Blam, 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 blam! All of them wild, but serving to get Nathaniel pinned down behind a check-writing island. Roach leaps the counter and lands behind the guard. The guard's shoulder explodes as Roach's 12-gauge detonates. He pitches onto his face, screaming and holding the wreckage of his upper arm. Gromit is coming over the counter behind Roach as the off-duty cop spins and fires. Blam! Blam! Roach takes it in the chest, staggers back, firing into the floor, trips and drops his shotgun. Gromit clutches his throat as blood streams over his fingers. In slow motion, Reagan's face rises above the counter. The mask is askew. In order to see, Bodhi pulls it off. The castle comes up in a slow, deliberate arc as the cop turns, terrified now, whipping his gun around nightmarishly slow as Bodhi cocks the castle in dream time. And kaboom! The world's most powerful handgun proves its claim at 2,000 feet per second. A gout of hamburger explodes out of the cop's chest. He is lifted off his feet, hits and slides across the floor, leaving a 2-foot wide red smear. Echoes slap the walls. Then all is still. Plaintive whimpering and moaning. The air is blue with smoke. Johnny is trying to catch his breath. He rips his shirt open to see 2 deep indentations in the second chance vest. Flattened 38 slugs caught in the Kevlar mesh, but no blood. Bodhi drops over the counter near Utah. The 2 men look at each other. Bodhi's eyes seem lost. He stares around at the carnage he has wrought, the bloody wreckage of his ego game. His expression changes to something new, truly crazed now. We feel that the madness which has been held in check so long has been let off its leash. I am wearing nothing but pink cowboy boots.
Don't anybody fucking move!
Roach, clutching his side, moves to Gromit, who is on his knees. Beneath his stony countenance, a river of blood flows down Gromit's chest. Roach pulls off the mask, revealing a terrified kid. Gromit pulls his blood-drenched hand away from his throat, stares at it, bug-eyed.
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh god! It's all coming out, man! Gotta stop it! It's all gonna come out! Do something!
He's trying to hold it in with his hands. This doesn't work. A paste-white, frightened kid, 18 years old, suddenly realizing that this is not some video game, that death is real. He slumps back, losing the battle for consciousness. We hear sirens approaching.
Gotta bug out, man! We're eating it bad on this one! Let's go!
Bodhi reaches down and picks up Johnny's FBI shield off the floor. He considers it for a long time, then looks up at Johnny. His eyes seem to ask for forgiveness. A moment before he smashes the console into Johnny's skull. Johnny's POV, as he drops to his knees, everything going dark as we see Bodhi's face distantly, his mouth moving slowly.
Goodbye, Johnny.
The floor rushes up and smashes us in the face. A view of shoes running away from us, leaving bloody footprints. Then, total darkness.